Yeah, he did.
team, and Southside will be the home team in the first game. So I will recognize Wren first. Leading off and playing right field, number 8, Camden Jowers. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Grayson Austin. Batting third and playing first base, number 16, Jacob Allen. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 33, Evan Allen. Batting fifth and catching, number 27, Connor Johnson. Batting sixth, the pitcher and also designated hitter, number 3, Bolton Pritchard. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 9, Ben Smith. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 1, Carson Bryant. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 4, Max Whitfield. Number 21, Brandon Kirby will be playing center field. And now for the Southside Tigers. Leading off and playing center, number 1, playing center field, number 1, Cole. Batting second and playing right field, number 3, Young. Batting third and playing second base, number 22, Jones. Batting fourth and pitching, number 30, Stowles. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 25, Gladder. Batting sixth and catching, number 28, Barrington. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 2, Teasley. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 7, Partridge. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 18, Morton. Fans, please rise and guys, remove your hats. We honor America by the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome into Piedmont, South Carolina. I'm a little loud in my ear at the moment. I'm Blake Miller. David will join us shortly. The Canes have a doubleheader today against the Southside Tigers. Canes coming in 1-1, looking for region win number 1. The Tigers coming in at 1-3. Canes, of course, coming off a loss versus Eastside the other night here at home. Also a win against the Greenville Red Raiders. To get it started today for the Canes, as they'll be the away team in game number 1. Camden Jowers, Grayson Austin, and Jacob Allen. And also Starks on the mound for the Tigers here at home as we get things situated here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Camden Jowers got himself a couple walks in that Eastside game last week as the leadoff man. Grayson Austin scored himself a couple runs as well in those two games a week ago. Evan Allen and Jacob stand behind them as a foam takes a tumble, and we're about to get ready to go. Not a lot of changes to the lineup. Connor Johnson, Bolton Pritchard gets a start today at DH as he'll be pitching, it looks like. And Ben Smith, Carson Bryan, and Max Whitfield round out the 9 for the Canes as we get it started with Camden Jowers for the boys in blue and gold. Again, Starks on the mound for the Tigers. That first pitch is swung through for strike 1. Also, the doubleheader today means no trip to Southside later in the year. Both region games knocked out in a short period of time. Helps out both teams down the stretch. Second pitch outside, 1-1 to Jowers. Looks like some more scoreboard problems back home. No, we had some last week. Eventually got it figured out. 1-1 here to Camden Jowers. Back-to-back balls makes it 2-1. Saturday, the Canes will make the trip to Greenville. Floor field action will be here on YouTube at 1. I get a head shake of approval. That second pitch is lifted up past the second baseman and shortstop, and it will fall right behind the second base bag, and Jowers will steal second with leadoff authorized heating and air knock for 8. And the Canes have a man on second for Grayson Austin. And also we have David Thompson with us now. So he gets the headset unraveled.
Yeah, some of us have to work for a living.
Are you saying I don't work, David?
I'm saying that I do.
I'm not a principal.
Yeah, well. Also, I don't know if you know it or not, but they were doing construction. They're doing construction at 81 and 153 in Powdersville. Yeah. Yeah, don't try to go to Chick-fil-A tonight. I left my house at 4:30 to go to Chick-fil-A.
And missed a 5:30 first pitch.
Yep.
Starks comes set. 1-0 to Grayson Austin as he drives it to left field, and it sails foul to make it 1-1.
Oh, me.
On deck for the Canes, Jacob Allen, aforementioned, hitting in that 3 spot for the Canes.
Southside comes in at 1-3.
Canes looking for a bag, and they'll take it with Camden Jowers. Also 2-1 to 6.
They got a victory over Thornwell.
8-7.
So they got a victory on the board. Hurricanes need to play well tonight.
Austin hits that in the left field. He'll take a bounce. Jowers will score, and Austin will look for second with no one out. As it gets past the cutoff man, Austin looking for third. Maybe with his wheels can look to take home. And a throw in will keep Austin on third base with no one out. Trying to match up stats. Brings up Jacob Allen with Austin on third base. 2 errors here in the first inning for the Tigers. Canes up 1-0 after the run scores from Jowers.
So we give him a triple on that?
That's a question I think we'll have to look to the scorekeepers in the middle of the inning.
Thing here is you just got to be sure this doesn't mess you up. Because
Allen lifts that one towards the center fielder. Will he be able to get to it for the Tigers? He does. Austin will tag from third, and the Canes will take a 2-0 lead. So a sac fly for 16 makes it 2-0 here in the top of the first.
good catch there by the center fielder.
And a productive at-bat from 16, put it in play, get his guy home.
Yep.
Brings up the brother, Evan Allen.
Something up with that time change. That sun's in my eyes, and it hadn't been in my eyes.
It's all a little different. I feel like last year at the beginning of the baseball season, we had so many cold streams late at night. Groundhog Day changed everything.
Oh, Lord.
As that one comes inside, 1-0 to Evan.
Trying to get some energy going here.
Not a lot here today at the ballpark for a doubleheader.
Coach Pearson's over there ready to call some pitches today.
Tigers looking for out number 2 here in the top of the first. That one rolls behind the backstop 2-0.
Just a bit outside.
Mentioned earlier, David, kind of this doubleheader saves a trip to Southside, and also both teams kind of get an extra day off.
Yeah. Of course, the Hurricanes will be going to Fluor Field on Saturday to play on the Spartanburg Vikings.
That they wheel a lot of talent for the Vikings as well, as Allen goes 2-1.
You just really gotta, yeah.
2-1 count, 1 out, top of the first. Allen looking for another knock here.
We have done nothing but popped it up.
Yeah, 3 pop-ups this inning. Second baseman on the prowl for the Tigers gets out number 2. And brings up Connor Johnson, who had the walk-off sac fly versus the Red Raiders in Game 1 for the Canes. Brings Bolton Pritchard to the on-deck circle. Tigers looking to stop the damage here in the top of the first inning as Johnson takes strike 1. Righty on lefty as Johnson stands in the box. 0-1, 2 out. Starks deliver. Johnson swings through it. 0-2 now with 2 men out. Starks looking for a K to end the inning. The Canes have scored 2. That one bounces to make it 1-2. Bolton Pritchard makes the jog to go grab a ball.
Dun, 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 dun.
Pritchard, Smith, Bryant rounds out the bottom of the lineup. Also Max Whitfield. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Sturks to Johnson. Comes inside. Johnson battles it off. 1-2. It stays.
It's a hard adjustment here as a hitter when you've been used to seeing, anywhere from 80 to 85. And I'll be honest with you, this is probably 60, maybe.
Goes 2-2, and I feel like growing up, always kind of taught that's why a lot of slow pitchers are able to kind of succeed.
Yeah.
Changing the speed on them, especially once you get up in levels. That one goes outside, runs it full.
Well, for the most part, he's been able to locate where he wants to go.
3-2 count. Starting him off 0-2. Johnson now looking for a walk with 2 men out. Starks delivers.
I mean, he has made some. That's a good pitch inside.
Johnson able to battle it away, keep it full.
Well, I was saying he's able to throw it where he wants to sometimes. Catcher set up on the inside part of the plate right there.
A couple errors this inning for the Tigers have led to 2 runs. Kings trying to increase the damage here early. Storks delivers full count to Johnson. He drives that one towards the center fielder again, looking for out number 3, and he makes the catch. The Canes snag 2 in the top of the first. We'll be right back for the bottom half here in Piedmont.
Thank you to Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 White Horse Road. Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
Back here for the bottom half of the first, Bolton Pritchard gets the start for the Canes. To be honest, we got only last names for the Tigers, so Coe steps in the box for Southside, looking to start it off for the boys in black and orange, and he'll be hit by pitch number 1.
Well, that's not the best way to start off.
Right fielder, Young.
Right fielder Young steps into the box for Southside with a man on here early.
It's all right. Bolton will settle down. We're good.
Kane's looking for a ground ball. Get those 2 outs quickly back. Bolton starts it off with a strike to make it 0-1. Pritchard takes a look at first and comes set. Gets strike 2 called quickly. 0-2 count to Young.
He got it in now.
Looking for a first
Popcorn run.
strikeout for Pritchard, and he will get it for out number 1. 3 straight strikes after the hit by pitch. Nice response from 3, David.
Yeah. You never want to hit the first batter of the game, but he comes right back, 3 strikes in a row. And
brings up Jones, starts him off 1-0. Now Kane's looking for that double play to get out of the inning here.
Bolton pitched down at River Bluff. Good pitch there by Bolt.
Evens it up 1-1.
Lightning Bolt.
Of course, if you tune in late, double header here today at home. That makes it 2-1, so we'll have a small break at the end of game number 1 and go right back to work. 2-1 count with 1 out for Pritchard.
Fouled back.
Tigers battle it off to make it 2-2 as Jones is in the box for Southside. Playing second today for the Tigers. Pritchard looking for strikeout number 2, goes high, full count. Man on first, Tigers can get their first runner in scoring position with a walk. Pritchard looking for the K, 3-2-1 out, delivers, gets him to swing through it.
That was right at me, man. I had it. I mean, my hands were up, and I was ready to take it. If it wouldn't have had that net right in front of me.
It is a foul ball, makes it full count again with 1 out. Tigers pitcher on deck. As that one's bouncing in the dirt. Tigers will have men on first and second now for 30.
Southside wearing the all black pants, black jerseys.
It's a hot day, too, without the wind every once in a while. I know black's going to make it a little bit hotter. Kane's rocking the all whites. Blue hats as Pritchard starts Starks 0-1. Still 1 out here in the bottom half of the first. That one's lifted in the air. Can Jacob Allen get to it? It's going to sail foul, 0-2. Southside Tigers have 2 on base from a hit by pitch and a walk.
Has anybody seen T1 tonight?
The beginning of the game, but now I do not.
Seen him yet.
0-2 count. Pritchard looking for out. Number 2 gets him to swing through it and a strikeout for number 3. They're going to say he did not foul it off. It will be a founder strikeout for Pritchard.
Third baseman, Ladder.
Our cameraman has to have security.
He's got it if he likes it or not. 0-0-2 outs. Strike one for Pritchard. Take a look at the cameraman.
He's beautiful.
0-1 count. Bolton Pritchard looking for out number 3. Gets a swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. And a hit by pitch and a walk can be corrected with 3 Founders strikeouts.
It's tough. It's tough to throw in this situation.
And he does get it. 3 Founders strikeouts for number 3, Bolton Pritchard. We'll be right back in the top half of the second here in Piedmont.
Here at Cox & Cole Attorneys at Law, we've got 2 attorneys, Wes Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our client.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
On time and friendly. Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend. Prompt service, technician was skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Your long look at Ethan Mayfield has ended in the middle of the half inning. The Canes go back to the plate. Bolton Pritchard starts it off for the Canes with no one out in the top half of the second. Starks still on the mound for the Tigers. Head coach Anthony Freight in the building to watch Canes baseball. First pitch, a ball inside 1-0.
Good job there, Robert Bolton.
Canes scored their 2 in the first inning off 2 Southside errors. A sac fly from Jacob Allen. That one makes it 1-1. And David, you talked about earlier, just it's harder getting your timing down. Yeah, expecting 80-85 or playing against that.
It's tough.
And changing it up on a Tuesday. 1-1 count. Starks delivers, comes inside, almost hits Pritchard. Pritchard able to dodge out of the way. 2-1. On deck is Ben Smith. Starks come set, 2-1, top half of the second. High 3-1, now Pritchard looking for a walk. Starks come set, 3-1, no one out here. Canes looking for more damage here in the second inning. That one lands inside. Pritchard starts it off with a leadoff walk here in the second inning. This brings up aforementioned Ben Smith. And also will lead into our first look at Carson Bryant, who's on deck for the Canes. Pritchard looks like he's going to stay on first.
No runner for the pitcher?
That's exactly what was running through my head. And he will look to move on pitch number 1 as that lands in for strike number 1.
No throw to second. Good job there by Bolton. Nice to be Ben to get this run in, drive it right back through the middle. Need this run coming on in.
0-1 count. Smith's been on base a couple times in the Canes' first regular season ball games. He lifts that one foul to make it 0-2. Runner in scoring position here for 9 and 0-2 count with no one out. Starks comes set and delivers. Goes upstairs, making 1-2.
Really surprised we're not still in third here. Still early, 2-0 game.
Canes were aggressive with Jowers and Austin on the base pass. Pritchard already has that stolen base. Starks comes low, bounces behind the catcher, and there goes Pritchard for stolen base number 2 as it turns into 2-2 with no one out.
It's a wild pitch. No stolen base.
Sorry, David.
Yeah. Keep your stats right.
2-2 count. Star-studded freshman in the on-deck circle.
Carson Bryant, CB.
Had an amazing football season as a freshman receiver. As that one heads outside, 3-2. Pritchard will stay at third.
Yeah, that bounced back. Glad we didn't try to make that one.
Got lucky last year, was able to watch Grayson Austin as a freshman. Hopefully we can say that same story about number 1, 3-2 count to 9. No one out. Smith looking to get on base with a man on third.
I know he's walked some guys, but he's been around the plate. He really has.
Last year in the game at home that we watched, we had a little bit more of, you'd say, station-to-station baseball. Canes with runners here and there in the first 2 innings. 3-2 count, goes outside, and Ben Smith will work his walk with no one out. And now we will get to see Carson Bryant step into the box for the first time, I think, on broadcast this season. And just a guy, when you talk about him, just gifted, athletic-wise.
Very gifted.
Can do a lot. Men on the corners for 1, no one out here in the top half of the second. Canes looking for a stolen base. Bryant fouls it off. Make it 0-1. Max Whitfield on deck.
Of course, the Hurricanes will travel to Seneca tomorrow night.
Seneca, Prep's baseball top 25 team.
Yep.
Took down the Patriots a week ago.
They'll be a good ball club.
Canes looking for another base. We'll take it. Men on second and third now. 1-1 count with no one out. And if Bryant can find a gap, more than likely will have his first 2 RBIs here tonight. Comes upstairs 2-1.
I don't know that we've seen a curveball or any breaking ball from 30 today.
And a bit of a jam here in the top half of the second with no one out. Starks comes set, looking for strike number 2. Bryant drives one into right field. Right fielder comes on for the Tigers, will let it bounce. The Canes will at least score 1. Bryant looking for second, and he will have it with an RBI double from Carson Bryant with no one out. And an authorized heating and air hit for number 1. Brings up Max Whitfield.
Well, that's the first varsity hit for Carson. Comes Max Whitfield up.
Well, if his first varsity hit, should be his first varsity RBI. And as well, 3-0 here in the top half of the second. Same situation, men on second and third now. Bounce to the backstop. The Canes will go from station to station, make it 4-0 with a man on third now. Also a 1-0 count to 4.
Still nobody out.
Chance to really extend that lead for the Canes here in the second. Already matched their total from the top half of the first, looking for at least one more with a man on third for Max Whitfield. Canes will take a run before time's called, make it 5-0.
Yeah, I looked down. What?
Canes caught everyone sleeping.
I looked down and I looked up. Here comes CB touching home. So,
yeah, throwback. Looked like the pitcher just kind of turned, or the ball got away from him. Canes will steal one in the top of the second, make it 5-0, 2-0 count. Max Whitfield as the Tigers talk to the pitcher and the catcher. As David said earlier, head to Floor Field Saturday. Would like everyone to tune in if you can make the trip.
I saw our producer got rights today.
Yes, he did. Canes take on the Spartanburg Vikings, and if
I wished it would be cold, wind blowing. We're gonna be in the press box, baby. No, I don't wish that. I don't wish that. It's supposed to be pretty nice.
Should be a nice day, I was about to say.
It's gonna rain on Friday, which thank goodness we don't have a game on Friday. Rains every Friday. Rains every Wednesday, too.
About 70 degrees around game time versus the Vikings. It's 3-1 now. I'm trying to remember if Stage Farr is still over there at Spartanburg, one of the top players in the state of South Carolina, future Gamecock as well. As that one bounces to the plate, Whitfield works a walk with no one out. Gotten lucky, David, here earlier. You've seen a couple Gamecocks play.
Yeah.
Peter Mershon, just saw a tweet last night of Mershon's older brother, Mississippi State, absolutely annihilating baseballs, hitting .422
Yeah, I thought he was. Well, I knew he was there, so he's still there, which I hadn't heard any different. But
Canes rotate to the top of the order. Jowers takes a swing at it, steal a base as well. A 1 here to Jowers. Will be baseball, should be right around the corner. Canes looking to steal another base. Jowers rips one past the third baseman. That'll score one off the steal, and Jowers looking for 2 with no one out. And that he will get. 6-0, David. Another authorized hitting and air knock for number 8.
yeah, that little better. We'll see this thing around the second time around. It's look for him to have a better idea. That's what I was going to say about Jowers. Just a better idea of what you're facing. He was the first hitter last time up, and man, it just trying to figure out what you're seeing, and he's figured that out. So
the Canes have also gotten a little more aggressive. Jowers steals third. He's looking to get all the way home, and he is safe with no one out to make it 7-0. And that clears the bases for Grayson Austin. Canes a little more aggressive after you talked about it earlier, David.
yeah, got to get those 10.
7-0, top half of the second. Grayson Austin in the box. Jacob Allen on deck for the Canes. Austin drives that one into left field. Goes over the glove of the left fielder for the Tigers, and off the air, Grayson Austin will try his way on to third with no one out after the wild throw in. And 6 will stand on third base with no one out, up 7-0. That's the third error of the inning for the boys in black and orange. Brings up Jacob Allen.
I'm sorry, I was talking to Coach Freight. What happened there?
And third error of the inning for the Tigers. Austin stands on third, David. Now Jacob Allen can get another RBI.
So where'd he hit it, ball?
Left field.
So was it a hit and an error?
I think it was
straight error?
Straight error. I mean, of course, we will check the scorebook mid-inning and fix it if needed.
I gave him a hit.
So the fourth hit of the ball game for the Canes. That one goes outside 2-0.
7 runs, 4 hits.
No errors so far for the Canes. 2-0 count to 16. That goes outside 3-0 with a man on third, and here comes the Canes once again as Austin will score to make it 8-0 and clear the bases for 16.
Still nobody out.
Second inning, a tad different than the first. Starts looking for out number 1, 3-0 count to Jacob Allen. Evan Allen on deck for the boys in blue and gold. As that one's high, and 16 will work a walk. Brings up Evan Allen. Again, first of 2 today. The Canes working the doubleheader.
Yeah. Canes are having a little better at bats this go around, just not taking swings and hacking. A little better at bats.
Also aggressive on the base pass. They'll take second base with Jacob Allen.
What?
Stolen base number 1 for 16.
Wow. Big Juicy is on the board with a stolen base.
I could get an offer. That one goes wide. He'll take third.
Talked to him the other night, and he said that he's been in contact with Lander. So it would be a good opportunity if that plans out for him.
Big time. Both of those brothers, the man in the box as well. Of Horse got bright futures on the diamond.
Now, I'm talking about Evan when I talked about Lander. I talked to him.
That one goes wide. 16 thinks about it. Sees the bounce back and will stay there.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a chance, too.
I was about to say, Jacob definitely pitching or hitting big time for the Canes all year long. He'll play a pivotal role in how good this team is. 3-0 count to 33. Man on deck is Connor Johnson. As that one bounced to the backstop, 16's looking to get a run, and he slides in safely to make it 9-0. 16 showing off the wheels. Doesn't clear the bases. Allen's on first for Johnson.
He was Speedy Gonzalez, man.
I was waiting on David to give him his credit. He turned it on there.
Speedy Gonzalez.
You know, Evan's going to want to one-up him here.
Oh, what does Roadrunner do?
There he goes.
What's the sound Roadrunner makes?
I don't want to mess it up live on broadcast. I don't even want to try it.
Come on.
But Allen's got his first base stolen to match him.
Not going to let brother outdo him.
I think 33 is going to try to steal all of them here. He's going to stay at second. Makes it 1-1 to Connor Johnson.
Got a 7 spot on the board now. Still nobody out.
9-0. David explained to me earlier, got to get to 5 with a run rule in place. As that one goes outside 2-1. Ethan Mayfield not locked in. Not a lot of people are. 2-1, no one out. That one high, 3-1. Mr. Cameraman.
He falling asleep?
Starks, 3-1 count, no one out, goes outside. Evan will take
Will he try to come home?
third, and Johnson will take first on the walk. It's just the loudest possible thing. Bolton Pritchard steps in the box for the boys in blue and gold. Still no one out. 9-0 people on the corners for 3. As David's looking for the Roadrunner.
Oh, I had it.
I apologize for everyone at home wondering what all those noises are. Smoke will take second before the pitch is thrown. Makes it 1-0. Stars come sent, 1-0 count, no one out. Pritchard drives
in the gap.
one into the gap.
Boy.
That should score 2. Pritchard rounds first. See how far he can go on the throw-in. He'll stand at second. Smoke will touch home. The Canes go up 11-0 off the Bolton Pritchard RBI double. We have to keep David entertained somehow. Right now that involves Roadrunner sounds. Pritchard looking for third. Smith lifts that foul down the third base line.
Told you. See, that's what I've been looking for right there.
Now we got to find the Jacob Allen clip of him running home.
Put that to that.
Someone at home.
It only took me like 10 minutes to find it.
Someone at home that has editing skills can get it done.
Still nobody out after the Pritchard Double.
He stands on second. Smith in the box, if I'm not wrong.
That's correct.
Bryan on deck. Whitfield in the hole. Was that one takes a roll behind the plate. 2-1. A 9 spot so far here in the top of the second.
Who did Smoke pitch run for?
I'm trying to remember. As Smith drives that one into right field. Right fielder coming on for the Tigers. He lets it bounce. Smith using the wheels to get to second. That'll at least score one. With no one out, the Canes lead 12-0. And Ben Smith gets himself a no-out RBI double and brings up Carson Bryant. Also an authorized hitting and air base knock for number 9. Freshman back in the box here in the second.
Hurricanes have put up a 10 spot after a 2 in the first inning.
Can't have double digits on the board in right field, so it's a big 0. That one bounces to the plate. Canes looking for third. They will take it with no one out. (2-0) count to Bryant with Whitfield on deck. That one high, 3-0 to the freshman. Bryant playing center today.
Starks up to 69 pitches. 12 runs, 10 of them earned.
Bryant a 3-0 count. He'll take the walk with 4 pitches. Now the Canes have him on the corners for Max Whitfield.
Didn't Max lead the inning off?
Someone before Carson Bryant, I want to say, led the inning off.
Well, yeah, duh. We've scored 10.
Yeah.
Come on, David.
Bryant takes second, so now the Canes have him at second and third. Cameron Jowers, the leadoff man, on deck for the Canes. Will be his third at-bat. Whitfield fights that one off. 1-1 count. Everyone in the stands got a little fearful for that one, but it makes its way over the bleachers. Second and third for 4.
Ooh.
He slaps that one in the left field. It gets over the left fielder's head. That should score 2 as Whitfield makes his way into second base, and it will. With no one out, the Canes lead 14-0 here in inning number 2. I guess the question there is, another error for the Tigers makes it 4. But will that count as a hit as well?
Didn't touch his glove.
So make that 7. Jowers in the box, gets behind him, moves a man up to third.
Jowers 1 for 2 with 1 RBI tonight. Again, he led off the game and just not knowing what you're going to get. That's a tough at bat.
Yeah, that first inning, 3 pop-ups total for the Canes. I think that was all 3 outs.
Yeah, it's tough.
No outs still here in the second. Canes have put up 12.
But he got a good one last time. Like a curveball.
Also thought it was a strike. 2-0 count. Grayson Austin stands on deck. 2-1 with a man on, or 2-0 with a man on third. And Jowers slaps that one into center. Center fielder charging. He makes another stab at it and out. Canes will tag and score with one out here in the top half of the second.
So that'll be a sac fly with an RBI. Get it to 15.
And the center fielder in 2 innings, I think, has 3 outs himself.
Yeah, he's made some good catches out there.
Now Austin looking to keep the Canes rolling up 15-0. Starks comes set with 1 out, delivers, and for strike 1. Allen back on deck. Jacob, that is, in the 3-hole for the Canes in game 1. Behind the backstop makes it even at 1-1. Thank all our sponsors for all the broadcasts. Basketball season into baseball season here. A couple jumping on, authorized hitting and error base hits, and Founders with strikeouts. As Austin drives that one into center field, and he comes on. Did he make that catch? And yes, he did for out number 2. Make it 5 outs.
He's their guy.
And Austin hit that one pretty well. Center fielder charged on it. Diving play made by 1.
First baseman, Jacob Allen.
Brings up Jacob Allen.
He's 0 for 0.
But he's got a stolen base.
He does. Oh.
Starks delivers. 1-0, a little inside.
Did you tell me that so I'd get it ready?
What?
He's got a stolen base.
I genuinely thought he did. Did they count it?
Yeah.
Good. 1-0, 2 out, 16, looking to get on base so he can get some more. That makes it 2-0.
I want to give a shout out to those 24 people watching right now.
Locked in on Canes baseball. Top of the second inning, 2-0, 2 outs. 15-0 here in the second inning. That one a little outside, 3-0. Count to 16. Starks looking to get out of the inning. And Allen drives one into left field. Left fielder tracking it, tips it up in the air. Center fielder can't get it off the tip. It's going to hit the ground. And Allen stands on second with 2 outs. And that brings up the brother, Evan Allen. I think 16's going to have a fun time rewatching this one. 33 steps in with his brother on second, 2 outs. 15-0. Johnson stands on deck. Starks delivers strike 1. Two outs here in the second inning. One of them being a sac fly. Allen pops that one into the air. Foul territory. Did the first baseman come up with it? Yes, he did. For out number 3, the Canes put up 13 in the top half of the second. Tigers looking to respond in the bottom half when we come back.
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs, and it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be, and worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
Pritchard back on the mountain for the Canes with the bottom half of the second. Farrington into the box for the Tigers. Pritchard looking to get it started off nicely. 0-1 with no one out here in the bottom half. Again, 2-9 late. Canes put up 13 in the top half of the second. 15-0. We sit here at home when the doubleheader quickly 0-2. Canes more than likely make some defensive changes for game number 2. Get some guys some reps. Farrington fouls that one off to keep it 0-2. 7 hits for the Canes on 15 runs, no errors. Gets Farrington to swing through that one for out number 1 and a Founders strikeout to start the bottom half of the second. Which brings up Teasley.
Shortstop, Teasley.
Playing short today for Southside. Goes outside, gets Teasley to reach for it, 0-1. Pritchard into the windup, 0-1 with 1 out. Fouls it off, 0-2 quickly once again.
I got some news.
Good news or bad news?
Good news.
Good news.
15 after 3.
15 after 3, so we're on the line right there. Doesn't swing for strike 3, makes it 1-2.
That you hear is our producer eating popcorn.
As Pritchard gets a swing through a Founders strikeout, makes it 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second. Brings up Partridge, playing first. Looking for outside corner, 1-0. Two outs. Pritchard comes right back with a strike, evening up at 1. Three comes right back at him, 1-2. Pritchard has been hunting the strike zone. 1-2, 2 outs, looking for another strikeout here in the second. Gets him to swing through it. Another Founders strikeout for number 3. As we'll head to the top of the third here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Keep your septic system running smoothly. For a limited time, we're offering septic tank pumping for just $399. Call Preferred Home Services today to take advantage of this offer.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Home Services. Go, 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 Preferred.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space?
We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Back here at home, Connor Johnson will start it off for the Canes in the box. Starks back on the mound for the Tigers. Again, 15 is the number to be at here in the third. The Canes are here at 15-0.
Looks like they got an injury over there.
Getting some ice to the dugout. Righty on lefty for 27, 1-0 quickly.
Again, that noise that you hear is not wind. It's our producer eating popcorn.
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Starks has gone the whole game.
Johnson grounds that off the bag. That will be fair. He'll make the big round around. Trying to say roundabout on first, and he'll head in a second with no one out with a leadoff double. An authorized heating and air knock to start off the third for the Canes.
Wesley Reed running for Wren at second base.
Smoke.
That's who we run for a while ago. You didn't remember it.
Batting for Wren, the pitcher, Bolton Pritchard.
Bolton Pritchard steps into the box. I want to say he had a big-time gap shot last time he was up.
He's 1 for 1.
Should be 2 RBIs on the day for 3.
2 RBIs. A walk.
Nice day for 3. A bunch of strikeouts on the mound as well.
6, I believe.
1-0. Well, 6 is the right number. That's 6 batters and 6 strikeouts.
It's a pretty good evening.
I think the Fury and the Patriots go to war tonight.
Nice. That should be a pretty decent ball game.
That it should.
Oof.
Pritchard lines that one back up the middle. That get past the shortstop. Smoke will make the round of third and score.
Uh-oh.
Throw in over the pitcher's head, but Pritchard was staying at first and now will run to second. 16-0 here in the top half of the third inning.
CMC pitch hitting.
Mr. McCaffrey.
Number 5, Colin McCaffrey.
And that it is. Swings through the first pitch, 0-1. And he's going to have that problem that everyone else had their first time up.
Yeah, it's tough. They honed in it on the second time, though, and third time.
McCaffrey battles that behind us, 0-2 now with no one out.
Hit some geese. If I can get that producer just to lean his head back a little more, my son will be blocked. There we go.
Starks comes back inside, gets behind the catcher, moves a runner up to third for Mr. McCaffrey, 1-2. Starks looking for a K and out number 1. McCaffrey trying to drive in a run. He'll battle it back to the net, sticks at 1-2.
Starks, sorry.
No, I was just saying they're having fun up there.
Starks is up to 94 pitches.
Needing 3 more outs here. Goes high, 2-2. No one warming as well. 2-2. Bounces at the plate, full count now. McCaffrey steps back in the box, 3-2. Man still on third with no one out. Canes has scored 1 here in the third inning. McCaffrey fouls that one back, keep it 3-2. Again, whole nother ball game after this one. As soon as we get done here, I think Austin City's going to show the Canes playoff game here at home against Woodruff in the meantime.
I assume they'll take a break.
That one comes inside. He will walk McCaffrey, put him at the corners for Carson Bryant, the freshman center fielder.
It's probably going to make a pitching change here. Starks is up to 97 pitches.
Starks meets his coach here in the top of the third. We'll take a break. Be right back here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
But we've got to clean some of those areas up. You know, I don't think that the score, you know, was indicative of, you know, how tight of a ball game that thing really was. But unfortunately, you know, the score matters, and, you know, moral victories are not really something that at this point of the season you can hang your hat on. So while our defense played well, we still gave up 168 yards.
Apologies. that everyone couldn't hear the entire Anthony Freight interview. The Canes and Wolverines will go to work. Canes beat Woodruff 39-7 in round 2 of the 3A playoffs in 2020. And tonight, it'll be a chilly one. 52 degrees, 46% humidity as Ruiz kicks it off right side. The Canes will take it at the 25. Seth Hickerson looks to break some tackles. He'll be tackled out of bounds up past the 30. 11:53 here in the first quarter, and the man that leads the Canes trots out in number 4, the junior quarterback, Colton Bagwell, who has had a masterful season. As Austin pulls up his stats on the year, he's one of the first quarterbacks to have 1,000 since Jay Urick did in 2016. 1,003 rush yards, 1,089 pass yards. He's going to have to be big tonight. Reese Price starting running back in the backfield, and your 3 wide receivers look like it's Binnicker, Hickerson, and I want to say it is Ethan Harkness standing in the slot. First down and 10 at the 32. They put Price in motion. He'll throw it out to Price. Looking for some blocks. He cuts it in between them. He'll gain 4 or 5 up to the 35-yard line. And Keith, as you walk up to the press box.
A long walk to the press box.
Yeah, that should be a fun one tonight.
I hope so. I think our guys are ready. Coach Freight was upbeat, in a good mood, so I think we're ready to play football tonight.
Hopefully we are. Parker Bell is in at tight end, helping out that big offensive line the Canes are going to need tonight. As you see, the Wolverines have 3 down linemen. They're going to do that a lot as well. As Colton drops back, he looks to throw. He's got a big hole left side looking for some blocks. He gets past the 50. He runs over a Wolverine into Wolverine territory, and CB4 is cooking with a Tony's first down.
That's our strength right there. He gets an open field, he can go.
Look at that pancake block. Looked like Cooper Sanders over there at left guard. 3 up top, no one down low. The Canes working quick, looking to score on drive number 1. They put Price in motion again. They'll go to the running back screen. He's tackled for a loss. We're back to action here at home. Carson Bryant steps into the box with men on the corners. New pitcher on the mound is Archer. Oh my God. If I heard that right from the press box, Canes look like they're stealing second on pitch number 1, and they will. Also, a ball makes it 1-0. So second and third for Carson Bryant with no one out here in the top half of the third. That one comes inside, 2-0. Seven comes set. Delivers. Bryant puts one in the center field. He's fading back. It's going to get over his head and all the way to the wall. That'll score 1. Bryant's catching up to the man at third, and he'll stop right there for a triple with no one out. Scores 2 as well to make it 18-0. So a big day 1 for the freshman.
Yep.
Brings up Max Whitfield with no one out, and Brian on third. Still with no one out here. That one called strike 1. Whitfield puts that one in front of the center fielder. It'll take a bounce. And he'll stop at first with no one out. As Carson Bryant comes in to score to make it 19-0.
AV going to get a bat here. Austin Vincent.
Batting for Wren.
11th hit of the day for the Canes. Brought to you by Authorized Heating and Air. And as David just said, AV 44 steps into the box with a man on first. Been a closer earlier in the season for the Canes. Closed out the Raiders and the Sabres from Southside Christian. First pitch high, the Canes take second. Talked about a little earlier, David. Interesting to see who gets a start in game 2.
I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do.
Canes looking for third. Vincent grounds it to the third baseman. Throw over in time for out number 1, but he scores 120-0 with one out here in the top half of the third inning. Stopped for a second. Make sure he had the foot on the bag at first.
All right, that's the game, evidently.
20-0 in game number 1. The Canes win. Or do they?
Yeah, this is the start of game 2.
We'll go right back into it. Thought maybe we were going to get a break. We will not. Final after 3, 20-0. Canes have 11 hits. Tigers have 5 errors with no runs. A no hitter through 3 for Bolton Pritchard. He had 6 Ks in his 2 innings of work.
Big Coop going to get the start.
And that he will. Looks like Austin's going to have to change some stuff around for a brand new ball game. Scoreboard-wise, Randy comes out to talk to the umps, trying to see who is all in the field for the Kings. Looks like Kirby out there in center.
Yeah, we got Smoke in left, Kirby in center. I cannot tell who. Is that McCaffrey in right? No, that's Logan Stevens in right.
That it is. Allen at first. Ben Smith at second. That is not.
That's Jowers.
Yeah. Camden at short. And Evan at third.
John behind the plate.
Yes, sir. Big Coop on the mound. That will round it out for the Canes with a throwdown. We'll restart here in game number 2, and Co will come back to the plate playing center field for the Tigers today. That's a breath of fresh air, as we thought we were going to have to be sitting around for a little bit longer. That we will not. Coaches and umps getting situated. And Sanders will get us started. Swing through strike number 1.
We don't have their lineup, but we'll just go with it.
Quickly 0-2.
Big Coop getting the start.
And a founder strikeout to start Cooper Sanders' day on the mound in game 2. New game means things have to change. And Austin will get us situated scoreboard-wise. 0-1, 1 out.
Coop getting it right down the gut.
0-2 quickly with 1 out.
Coop working fast.
He'll get another Founders strikeout in 6 pitches total for out number 2. 2 batters, 3 pitches apiece. Working quick. Bolden Pritchard had 6 strikeouts in his 2 innings of work. Sanders trying to one-up him 0-1.
Uh-oh. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
0-2.
Uh-oh.
2 outs, top of the first. 30, looking for it. Gets in a swing and immaculate inning for Cooper Sanders.
All right.
9 pitches, 3 outs, 3 Founders Ks. What a way to start game 2 for number 30. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
All right.
Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
Here at Cox & Cole Attorneys at Law, we've got 2 attorneys, West Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our client.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space?
We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Back here at home, Camden Jowers gets us started off once again here at home in inning number 1. Go on the mound for the Tigers. Started in center field in game 1. Ball 1 to Jowers. Ben Smith looks like he's on deck in the 2-hole for the Canes.
I stand corrected. I told you earlier we'd be here 4 hours.
We will not.
We will not be here 4 hours.
Which I think is a win for everyone. 2-0 to Jowers with no one out. .30 quickly to start off the Canes half of inning 1. Go comes set, delivers. Jowers grounds it foul to make it 3-1. Coaches messing with Wise on third. The Canes dugout. 3-1, no one out. Jowers looking to start it off with a base knock. Instead, he'll take a walk. Which brings up the aforementioned Ben Smith starting at second base here in game 2. Look for the Canes to be very aggressive on the base pass here early in game 2. That one gets behind the catcher. He's going to round second. Jowers looking for third. No throw down, so Jowers does go from first to third with no one out.
Got 2 new base coaches out there. Coach Wise coaching third, Coach Cotton coaching first. So a little change there.
That one bounces to the plate. Jowers looking for run number 1, and he will take it. 1-0 here early. The Canes lead in the bottom half of the first. That one goes high. Should be 2-0. No one out. Jacob Allen on deck now. As that one's bounced behind the plate and said that's ball number 4, and Ben Smith will take first with no one out.
Has he thrown a strike yet? Well, we swung at 3-0.
Did I say Jowers fouled off one, I want to say. Brings up Jacob Allen. The man on first. Canes looking for a stolen base. Goes behind the back of Jacob. Smith round second. And he'll stay there with no one out. Canes rotated to third. 2-0 with no one out. I think I saw someone in the chat say time for Saturday. That'd be my mom. We play at 1, Mom.
At least we know somebody's watching.
3-0.
Dun, 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 dun.
Vikings and the Canes.
Beautiful night in the ballpark.
Saturday should be a fun one as that one's in for strike 1.
Right.
Looks like Cooper Sanders, man, coming off an immaculate inning in the top half of the first, will get his chance to take the batter's box. And Allen grounds one past the third baseman. And I'll score 1. Throw in wild. But Allen will stay at first with no one out. The Canes take the lead 2-0. Authorized hitting there, base knock from 16. First one of the ball game, David.
Yep. Second run.
First hit.
First hit.
You know, sometimes I think I give Jacob more credit than David.
Sorry. Big Juicy's my guy.
Cooper Sanders watches one bounce. 16 will stay at first. Coops one. He could lay into one, make it 4-0 quickly here in the bottom half.
Yeah, he could do it. Again, just learning to adjust at this speed is going to be the key.
1-0 count. There goes 16. Sanders is going to make him run back.
Jacob's not going to be happy. Look at him. He's not going to be happy.
And you know the guy in the box is really happy to see him walk back to first. 1-1 count.
He's not going to steal this time. There he goes.
That one's high. 2-1. 16 has another stolen base. 2 on the day. Yeah, Evans stands in the on deck, 1 out. The Canes half of the first. That one bounces to him. 16 takes off for third. And he'll get there with no one out. 3-1 to Coop Sanders. Got a couple big things going around the area. Canes softball looking for a win over Palmetto. They're losing 3-2. To the plate, nice stop for Southside 1-0. That would end for strike one. 1-1 now to Grant. On deck now, Logan Stevens. Rocking the 11, white helmet. All white in the on-deck circle. That one's bounced to the place, gets behind him. 16 thinks about it, and he'll stay at third. Two to one with no one out. Still in the first. Coke comes set, delivers. Goes outside 3-1. David streaming the game and listening to the game. That's called support. 3-1 count. Coke comes set, no one out. Here in the Canes half of the first inning, leading 2-0. Grant grounds that down the line, called foul, full count. Full count for John Grant. Again, Stevens in the on-deck circle. Canes looking for run number 3, maybe even more if Grant can tag one. 3-1 on the board in right field. That one's low for ball 4. The Canes will add another one to the run column and bring up Stevens, as Jacob Allen gets credited as a run. Brings in Grayson Austin as a courtesy runner for the Canes at first base. Stevens in the box, Kirby on deck. Bases juiced once again. Ball 1-11. Again, thank everyone for tuning in for the doubleheader. Canes won game 1, 20-0. Goes outside. The Canes will add another one. Cooper Sanders steps on the plate. Every other person on base moves up to make it 4-0. 2-0 count to Stevens. That one high, 3-0 to Stevens. Ethan locked in on some ball from the bleachers. Stevens grounds that one foul, 3-1. BHP Bears play tonight. Three-one count with no one out here. Coke comes set, threatening to load him up once again. Stevens battles that one back, full count with no one out. Three-two to Stevens. No one out, men on second and third. Goes low and outside. Canes will look to take home once again. Evan Allen scores. Man moves up to third. So men on the corners here in the bottom half of the first inning. Canes lead 4-0. 5-0. After that one, they're going to change pitchers. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network. back to work in the bottom half of the first inning. Kirby steps in the box with men on the corners. Kane steals second. That's Logan Stevens. So men on second and third now for Kirby. First pitch was a ball as well. People strolling the outfield and right field. That one's outside 2-0. College basketball comes to a close with March Madness. College baseball gets more into the thick of things. Kirby takes a big swing, 2-1. This baseball season goes into full effect. MLB start week and a half.
Something like that, maybe a little longer.
Teal-Hanna beating BHP 1-0. Kirby looks at ball 3. So everyone in the region playing someone else from the region except BHP, I think. Patriots taking on La Fury. Canes taking on the Tigers. Oh, that would leave Palmetto as well. That one goes straight to the air in the infield. First baseman comes on. He makes a snag. That's the first out of the inning. 5-0 here in the first. This brings up smoke. Wesley Reed. We've seen him on the base pass a lot this year. Maybe the first time we've seen him in the box. Good chance for him to get some RBIs here in the first inning. March 28th. So we got some people in chat locked in, listening. 5-0, bottom half of the first. Wesley Reed looking for 2 more RBIs. Canes looking for a bigger lead here early. Tigers come sent, go outside. 2-0. On deck's a leadoff man in Camden Jowers. Comes set. Lowe takes a bounce behind the plate. Canes stay where they are, 3-0. Now Smoke looking to make it bases loaded with a 1 out. Sun's starting to set towards the, sounds like a track event going on over there. Soccer. Smoke takes a swing to make it 3-1. Wesley gets a hold of that one, drives into left field. Left fielder coming on for the Tigers. He makes the catch. Canes tag. And score to make it 6-0. So 2 outs here in the first inning. Logan Stevens made his way to third base, and the Canes flip the order with Camden Jowers. Also puts Colin McCaffrey in the on-deck circle. David, I think, saw the 3-1 swing from Reed. You see a little more of that here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was – the bench didn't look like that was – I don't know. Yeah, it's possible.
That one comes behind the plate. Stevens looking to score. He's safe to make it 7-0. Here in the bottom half of the first. Ethan Mayfield lets us know on the stream he's locked in. Ethan's always locked. Best cameraman in the state of South Carolina for the budget.
Yeah. Best announcer for the budget, too.
Okay. 1-0, 2 outs. No, I adapt to my environment.
Yeah.
My environment right now is not helping me much. 1-0, 2 outs. 7-0. Comes set, delivers. Jowers watches it, 2-0. I think this is the part of the MLB where you just hear guys like Dennis Eckersley talk about their lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've done that so much that everyone knows about us.
Yeah, what'd you do today?
Yeah.
I went to Rotary Club in Easley.
Oh, that sounds like a solid day.
Yeah. Got out of bed this morning.
So that one comes inside. That's a walk for Jowers. Brings up Colin McCaffrey. Actually, if I'm being honest, I think I woke up late today. Alarm clock just didn't go off. It was a rough start. Now I'll come here and watch the Canes win 20-0.
McCaffrey batting for Wren.
7-0 here in the first. Colin McCaffrey, I don't think he hit the first time around, David, if I'm not wrong.
He had one at bat, I think, didn't he? Yeah, I think so.
Could definitely be wrong. McCaffrey.
Because remember I said CMC's coming to the plate.
Kings looking for another stolen bag. They'll take it. Seven to nothing. Man on second. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for CMC. Jacob Allen on deck for the Hurricanes. That one high and outside. Canes will take third with 2 outs. And I think the same rules will apply here as 15 after 3 and then...
Look at that airplane.
Straight line over top of us.
It is. Beautiful.
3-0 now to McCaffrey.
Got some beautiful smoke behind it.
Thought maybe we'd look over and see Ethan Mayfield just pointing his camera to the sky. He takes a look at it. 3-0. Now Austin looks for
There it is.
We've hit a low point. That one got me jumping. 2-1, 3-1. That's actually a really good quality for that camera, if I'm being honest.
Is that the space shuttle?
Even though Austin can't hold it straight. 3-1. McCaffrey looking for a bag. He'll get it. Men on the corners for Jacob Allen.
First baseman, Jacob Allen.
Nickname still in process, but Big Juicy.
Juicy.
Looking for some more RBIs, up 7-0. Gainesville scored 7, 1 hit. At least that we have down right now. James McCaffrey looking for second. He'll take it. One-0 count to Allen. Cooper Sanders back in the on-deck circle. 2-0. David, feels like forever since Coop threw that immaculate inning.
Yes, it does.
All right, guys. An airplane is not the highlight of the night. That's Allen sends one into right center. Center fielder trailing back. He won't get to it. It's going to hit the wall. That'll at least score the 2 that were on base. And Jacob Allen stands on second with a 2 RBI double. Big time knock from 16, David.
That's a big hit there by Juicy. Almost got out of here.
Looked over. David started to stand up. He thought it was going to get going.
I was giving it a look.
2 outs, 9-0. Austin Vincent comes in to courtesy run for Jacob. Maybe you can lock that in on hit of the day. If I could roll my tongue so it could be clip of the day. Ground ball up the middle. Sanders gets it past the shortstop. Vincent rounds third. He will score. Sanders will stop on first with the authorized hitting an error hit and an RBI. Make that 3 hits on 10 runs, David.
Yep. When he gets it in the zone, we do a good job of hitting.
Brings up Evan Allen. John Grant in the on-deck circle. Tigers come set, need one more out to get out of this first inning. That one gets to the backstop, and there goes Big Coop to second base off the wild pitch. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Tigers come set. Delivery. Evan watches it for ball number 1. That's just not okay. Just so close. Camera work could be worked on. 2-0 with 2 outs. Allen grounds that foul, 2-1. I guess you were thinking of game 1 rules, 10 runs away. I don't know if the rules still apply.
They do.
2-1, 2 outs. Goes outside, 3-1. Sanders stands on second. Allen in the box. John Grant in the on-deck circle. Delivery. Allen lines that one into the right center gap. That should score Sanders. He rounds first and can 33 leg out a triple. Right fielder's having trouble finding it. 33 is going to have 3. He'll slide in. An RBI triple for Evan Allen. Now, David, does that count as a triple?
I couldn't see what the outfielder did. It's a double for sure, but I may be a triple.
Authorized heating and air base knock brings Bolton Pritchard out of the dugout as a courtesy runner.
Bolton Pritchard running for Wren at third base.
I say courtesy runner. Are they just pitch runners? Or are they actually?
They gonna go in the game.
That's what I was thinking. 2 outs, 11-0. John Grant looking for a knock. Outside, here comes number 3 after stepping off the bench. He will score to make it 12-0. Now the countdown is at 8 with 2 outs here in the first. John Grant laces one to the third baseman. Stopped. Throw over in time for out number 3 here in the bottom half of the first. So we'll be back here in the second on the Wren Broadcast Network.
The pitcher starts.
Welcome back on the Wren Broadcast Network. Also, we'll fix your brightness as soon as possible. Canes lead 12-0. Cooper Sanders back on the mound after an immaculate inning in the top half of the first. Canes did put up 12. Sanders starts off with strike 1. No immaculate inning this time. Goes 1-1. Comes back inside. That one's lifted down the right field line. Fading foul. The Canes come up and make a big-time play. In right field, that's Logan Stevens for out number 1 here in the second. I think that will be it for Coop Sanders, and it will be. Number 23. I'll find the number before we get away. I might need David's help on that one. We'll come back on the Wren Broadcast Network. Games lead 12-0. The Wolverines read it. That was Michael Horton.
He's got to do that a little bit slow.
Yeah, he's a name to watch. And that was a thing the Canes like to do last week. If they see something work, they are not shy to go back to it. So second down and 15 at the 10:30 mark. The Canes opening drive just starting. If you're tuning in late, I know a lot of people are at home watching the Canes tonight because it is a chilly one. Big drive number 1 here in round 1. Bagwell takes snap, rolls to the bottom of the screen. He decides to run, goes right side, breaks a tackle. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage will make it 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10 in that range. Back here at home, Tanner Smith on the mound for the Canes. Been told JV player Normally for the blue and gold, David, any follow-up on Tanner?
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. He's got some good stuff.
0-0 with one out.
Oops.
Starts his first guy off. It's 2-1. Comes in for Cooper Sanders here in the second. Makes it 2-2. A good chance to see what you got in 23 if you're Randy. Nice off speed, comes back in for a Founders strikeout, and his first strikeout of the night for out number 2. David, that one had a little extra something to it.
A little bender.
Partridge steps into the box for Southside. He's greeted with ball number 1. Smith comes back, evens it up 1-1. 2 outs here in the second. Smith looking to keep everyone off base, loses his hat there, 2-1. Ump back in place. Smith looking to even it back up. Goes high, 3-1. Nice comeback pitch, all full, 2 outs, 3-2 counts. Count for Tanner Smith, looking to get out of it with no one on board. That one's lifted foul to stick it at 3-2.
Dun, 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 dun.
2 outs, Smith delivers. And goes low for ball 4.
Beautiful night.
That it
nice
is.
Clouds out. Just a nice sunset.
Second baseman.
Time change. Have y'all got over the time change sleeping yet?
I don't think it affects me much.
It does me. I'm ready to go to sleep now.
Good thing is, so get out a little earlier than we usually do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Smith comes back. Next batter, quickly 0-2.
Wooster.
Likes that outside corner. 0-2, righty on righty, 2 outs. Tanner Smith looking to go back to the dugout. He'll go low.
Oh, that was a strike.
1-2. Hey, that's David's first questionable call on the ump all night.
I would.
1-2. 2-2 for Tanner Smith. Two outs, 23 came in for Cooper Sanders, looking to strand a runner on first. Delivery in for strike number 3, a Founders strikeout for Tanner Smith. We'll be back here in the bottom half of the second on the Wren Broadcast Network. Not a lot of holes cooking early, Keith.
No holes, but I think give us a little time to get a little rhythm going. I think we can open it up a little bit.
First drive all the way in Wolverine territory. Whitfield will check in at receiver. They'll go empty set. 2 up top, 2 down low. Spread them out. Looking for 10 yards. Bagwell, he will throw. Got pressure to his left. Goes to the middle of the field. Parker Bell down inside the 25. The big tight end looking for that bigger role. He gets it here on drive 1.
And he dropped one last week, I believe, but this time he held on, and good game, good first down, and looked like maybe a little bit of roughing the passer, but maybe not.
Grayson Kemp comes in at receiver, and Price will check in at running back. Looks
Official
like
timeout.
an official timeout. Oh, the Wolverines have a player down. We'll take our first break at 9:26. The Canes driving, first down and 10 inside the 25.
Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
Back here in Piedmont, like I said before we left, the Canes driving inside the 25, getting close to that LLC Roofers red zone territory. Parker Bell makes the first big catch for the Canes, and the only other big play was Colton Bagwell on a 10-yard run, as they now have 1st and 10. Benneker comes in motion. They'll go to looking to break inside the 10 and does, up to the Logan Stevens steps into the box for the Canes to start off the bottom half of the second.
Right fielder, Logan Stevens.
Follow me on Twitter for all highlights and player of the game for each game for all sports. As Stevens lets that one into the air. It's going to stay in the infield. Second baseman coming on, watches it bounces behind him, and Stevens will stay at first. After the error, first on the Tigers here in game 2 brings up Brandon Kirby with no one out.
Center fielder, Brandon Kirby.
4 hits on 12 runs. Canes 8 runs away from that 20-run mark. Stevens takes off. Delivery in for strike 1. Tigers come set. Man on second. Kirby takes a look at it. Decides not to swing. 1-1 with no one out. Without David for the rest of this ball game, you're stuck with me by myself and my thoughts for the rest of this one. As that one's put into center field. Center fielder coming on. It's going to fall in the middle where no one is. Kirby's going to be standing on second with a no-out double to put him on second and third. Authorized hitting an air base knock brings up Smoke and Wesley Reed. Last man in the lineup for the Canes as Camden Jowers stands on deck. Canes with the first look to score here in the second inning. First one bounces up there, 1-0. Austin and Ethan will bring you softball games throughout the season. Softball team playing well early. Take on the Patriots Monday night. That one bounces behind Reed, 2-0. Palmetto beating the Hurricanes 7-3 tonight. Region action. Tigers come set with no one out. That one's up high, 3-0. Canes threatening to load them here in the second. Second and third, 3-0 for 2-1. Not 2-1, 2. Wesley Reed. 3-0 delivery. High and outside for a pitch walk. For Smoke brings up Camden Jowers with the bases juiced.
Shortstop, Camden Jowers.
Leadoff guy aforementioned, Camden Jowers. The big chance to clear the bases, up 12-0. No one out here in the second. Comes inside, goes behind the catcher, Kane's aside to stay. 0-1 count to Camden Jowers. CMC on deck, Colin McCaffrey. Also dabbled his way onto the football field, I want to say, this season. Jowers smokes that one in the left field. That'll at least score one. Kane's round third looking to make it 2. Throw home over the catcher. Jowers stands on second. Canes lead 14-0 with no one out. Runners on second and third. Big time knock from the leadoff man, and Cam Jowers brings up Colin McCaffrey, aforementioned.
Baseman, Colin McCaffrey.
Don't have David here. From stats earlier, I had to go find my own. Nothing. Men on second and third for 5. Goes outside, 1-0. McCaffrey scored a run. He walked in his only at-bat tonight. He drives that one into left field. Canes will stay at their station, still bases loaded for Austin Vincent here with no one out. Authorized heating and air base knock for the Canes.
Batting for Wren, number 44, Austin Vincent.
I think his first at-bat today. He's in at first base for Jacob Allen. No one out here. Canes looking for some extra runs. 44 fouls that one off. 0-1. Cooper Sanders on deck. He scored twice tonight. He's got a hit, an RBI, and a walk. Southside comes set. 0-1 delivery. Vincent goes 0-2 quickly. 2 foul balls to start off his at-bat. Jacob Allen leads the team here in Game 2 with 3 RBIs. Can anyone catch him here in the second? Vincent puts that one right back up the middle. That should give him a couple of RBIs on his first at-bat. Correction, only given 1. As Wesley Reed makes it 15-0. They're going to call it there at 15. Canes win Game 1, 20-0. Win Game 2, 15-0. We thank you for tuning in all night long. We'll be back with you Saturday at Fluor Field as the Canes take on the Vikings here on the Wren Broadcast Network. I'm Blake Miller, Ethan Mayfield on the camera, Austin Tripp on the 1s and 2s. Again, thank you for listening. Go Canes.